Sometime over the summer last year, I went to a place called a hospice store. I've never seen a hospice store, and if I'm being honest, I've never even heard of one before then. A hospice store is like a normal store, except there's a few things that are different. One thing is that hospice stores don't sell food, not even confections. Well, if you know what a hospice is, then you're aware that it's a place where people go to die a very peaceful death after maybe having a terminal illness or something worse, I don't know. Okay, a hospice store is where you go to buy dead people's stuff. That's what it is, no more, no less. And it's hard to shake off that fact after knowing. You're not just looking at golf clubs, you're looking at the golf clubs of a dead person. Obviously, each item tells a story, like how the golf clubs probably used to belong to someone who played golf. Or maybe they didn't and the family just wanted to get rid of the golf clubs. Honestly, the golf clubs don't really tell that much of a story. A photo book would probably be a little bit more effective. I feel like the odds of buying something haunted increase drastically in a store of dead people's stuff, regardless of paranormal beliefs. Like if I bought some posthumous coasters, the ghost would probably haunt me for putting the drink on the table still. I didn't buy anything from the hospice store. Rather, it gave me something. Dread. I felt dread. I'm not the biggest fan of death, and if I had to choose between dying and living, I'd choose living 99.9% of the time. So going into a store filled with items post-mortem had me thinking about when I would have to choose that 0.1%. When I die, what is the value that people will see in me? The chance of my value coming from the proceeds of a hospice store are very little. I mean, I have a computer that I make these videos with. I also have a keyboard. It's MIDI. I also have a nice used car, unless I die in a car wreck, of course. So maybe my physical value isn't a topic of interest. You know what isn't physical though? The internet. It creates value almost out of thin air, like cryptocurrency or other things that people pretend like they know how it works. For example, I make YouTube videos, and if you look at my social blade, it says the value of my channel annually can be as much as $28. However, this is likely to decrease through recent statistics. Many people are aware that your value can actually increase after you die. This is most common among the artist, whose mystique can enchant people into buying t-shirts or water bottles. However, we already established that I don't like dying, so we have to find a way to increase my value while I'm living. Value, worth, credit, value, worth, credit. It's safe to say value is an addiction. Obviously, if you're poor, then you need some sort of money to live. But what happens after you have everything you need to live out the rest of your life comfortably? Sometimes it's fun to have more. Sure, you can stop now having the most money in the world, but what's the fun in retiring? I'm addicted to value, and admitting is the first step. That's why I got this website that tells me how much I'm worth. I just have to enter basic information. Name, age, address, email, weight, card number, expiration date, 3 numbers on the back, and my social security number. Now I just click on the result button and, oh, that can't be right. Let me just refresh this real quick, because my value went down. Well, everybody, I got my friend Blue Man here. He's gonna help us with a little activity.
Hey everybody.
Don't get too excited, this isn't your channel. So I've seen this on YouTube a couple of times and I'm sure it works. So what I have right now is a penny. And what I'm going to do with that penny is I'm going to trade it for a pin. And then I'm going to trade that pin for $1 and so on and so on. I'll keep trading until